Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play FTL, the Advanced Edition. So we just landed here in the second sector and went to this little distress beacon. I don't remember what exactly we found at that distress beacon, but we've got another one right up there. So why don't we go ahead and head along that way. Is there anything we'd want to do here first, though? Remember, we are using the Kraos? Is that what the ship was called? If I remember correctly, it is. So we're working a little bit differently than I'm used to, at least. I can't say the series is, because this is only the second frickin' episode in this series. So let's go ahead and mosey on along, see what angry people, or friendly people they have for us here. Ooh, we could give them missiles. You come across an asteroid mining colony. They message you immediately saying, "Greetings! Our supply of mining explosives have run out ever since the rebels blockaded this system. Do you have any extra explosives?" I kinda decided at the start of this run that this is probably not going to be a ship that is going to focus on missiles. Missiles are very, very powerful, but I don't know. I think we could give them 5 missiles, see what they'll give us. Maybe some scrap, that would be nice. Yeah, 5 missiles for 15 scrap is not a good value, but I'm happy with that. 15 scrap, every bit of scrap that you could get in the early game actually goes for a lot. They thank you for your generosity and offer you some scrap in exchange. Coolio. That means we can start putting some points into the rest of our the shield expansion that I wanted us to get now. But of course, I always think, until you can fully upgrade those, I think it is more important to start getting power bars. And it's not like we have a, we could disable hacking, which actually might be a good idea. So let's wait before getting like our second bar of energy, and we'll just keep on working our way towards this distress beacon over here. What you got for me now, game? A small craft with minimal propulsion. Its rock crew member explains that the rock homeworld is run on lies and propaganda that keep the populace in check. And they want no part of it. Tell them their God sent them here to join your crew, or promise to share with them the truths they've been denied. Okay. I think that this is actually an old occurrence that could pop up, not a new one with the expansion. And I honestly don't remember what's the best. Promise to share with them the truths they've been denied. I think that would probably get us more supplies, while this would get us more crew members. So let's try to go for the supplies? I mean, this one's more of a guarantee. I know what this is going to get me if it succeeds. A crew member. I don't know what this is going to get, so this one is technically more of a risk, but we do have 4 people, which isn't amazing, but I think I would rather have supplies right now. So let's go ahead and try the second one. They seem tempted by your offer, but decide they can't risk being lied to again. They close frequencies and jump away. Okay, I actually do remember that happening. They didn't jump away! You lied to me, game! If that was their ship's jump, that's more of like a hop for a ship, I suppose. What would a spaceship hop be? Like, both in distance and appearance. Would the spaceship just, like, move up, forward, and then down? Like, I don't know. You locate a nearby human mining colony where an unknown disease is spread, what am I saying? Virulently. They are setting up a quarantine to contain it, but a riot has broken out. Okay, this one is pretty damn scary. Luckily, we do have the Rockman, though, because this one can turn out very horribly. If you send down your crew, you could have a risk of them dying. Obviously, ignoring the request or moving on basically means no reward, no loss. But since we have the Rock crew member, we should be able to send him down and get it solved. Hooray! It's unlikely the Rock's impressive immune system is it was unlikely. His immune system is susceptible to a human virus, so you send it in. It is able to intimidate the workers long enough for your colony forces to set up a quarantine. Their leaders offer a reward to assure you they will try to find a cure as soon as possible. Nice. Got some more drone parts! That's super good for us. Obviously, the scrap is probably the most important part, though. We could go to the store. There's nothing I would want to sell right now, except for maybe this. Which is good, but honestly, actually, that's an item that I might be willing to sell. So let's go ahead and go to this spot for now, and we'll still kind of consider whether or not we want to go to the store. It would probably be important for us to heal. You find disabled rock transport floating near a beacon. You consider stripping it of useful parts, but are uncertain why it's there in the first place. Let's go ahead and strip it! Ah! Okay, this is an occurrence I've seen before as well, of course. Basically, I'm gonna skip this. Basically, another ship came by, mistook us for pirates, which I guess we kind of are since we were raiding the corpses of others. And now they're really pissed at us, so we're just gonna have to deal with them. Let's go ahead and send that thing in. Hopefully we could stop the missile before it fires. It's gonna be close, because I don't think our chain laser will be able to fire before that thing is finished, but might as well give it a shot, I suppose. Okay, if we shoot now, we might have a chance. Go for that, and then go for broke. Yes! Yes! They can't get into the room, too, because the door's locked! Suck it, boys! Oh, yeah! Hacking is super good in this game! So let's send in our ion thing and then destroy their shields. These guys are... Yeah, one of them even stopped trying to break his way into that room. These guys are dead. There's no two ways about it. They have no hope anymore. Although they might be able to undisable their weapons before too long, but we're shooting in 7 seconds for each shot now, and they're incapable of dodging because their main, because their control room is gone, so hasta la vista, I suppose. I'm super glad they decided to show up because that gave us an extra 25 scrap, not including those two things, so that's freaking awesome for us. Let's go ahead and get the shield upgrade. Hell yeah. Do we want to disable hacking? Hacking is very good for us, and hacking? That's what stops the missile attacks, and missile attacks are obviously much, much worse than actual lasers, because our shield stops the lasers. Oh, we could sell drones, but we do have a lot of them, but I think I would rather hold on to them. Hacking has proved to be so freaking useful so far. So let's just keep on exploring the galaxy. I think we're actually going to ignore that store right now. Let's aid the civilian ships, see if these pirates will be any threat to us. And for this one, we're actually going to turn on the shields, mainly because they only have an ion weapon and the laser, so no real reason for us to use the hacking. I was silent for a second because I was thinking, do we want to use the hacking weapon here? But in all honesty, it would actually probably just be completely useless to us right now, because the double shields is going to be enough to take this ship down rather easily, so that's something that we don't need to worry about at all. Let's go ahead and go for, okay. I was gonna say go for their shields, but the ion stunner missed, so made it a little bit less opportune, but there's no reason not to go for that anyways, I suppose. I should say to any new players, of this game, there actually is an auto-fire mechanic in this game, which is very nice. You could set, like, auto-fire to have the game automatically fire, like, on their guns, for example, once it's all loaded. But for the most part, auto-fire is actually a very, very foolish way to play, because you want to be able to strategize based on what you want to shoot at, you know? You can't always... You don't always want to be shooting on the guns, like if you want to be able to take out the shields, or if you really want to use strategy, go for either their engines or their cockpit so they can't avoid you anymore, or at least decrease their ability to evade your ship. And obviously that's a lot more awkward to handle when you have it on auto-fire rather than the basic game. Damn, they retreated. I always hate it when that happens. It's just like, you freaking cowards. I mean, it's smart of them to run away, but if they stayed, they could have given me some cash. Made me a happy man. A loud thud response through the ship after jump completion. You've just shunted a rock fighter, and he's already prepared to fire. That's unfortunate. Doesn't have any missiles though, so we're gonna go ahead and keep up with the double shields on us right now. still not 100% sure how much I like this chain laser overall. I mean, it 100% is a frickin' amazing weapon. I'm just not sure if I actually prefer the basic kind of firing weapons, you know? Like the laser that would fire much faster at the beginning, at least, and get as many shots out. Like, I'm gonna have to think long and hard about how I consider this ship's capabilities, but the more I am playing with this ship, I'm starting to think it might actually be one of the best, you know? Because starting with all of this stuff, basically the only negative it has, or straight up negative, is that it doesn't have a med bay, and I don't know how expensive the med bay is, but if I remember correctly off the top of my head, why'd I go for doors? That was a random room. But if I remember correctly, I don't think the med bay was really all that expensive. So, these guys are basically dead. I feel a little bit bad for them, but bye-bye rocks. They should make, like, another free DLC for this game that just has like little corpses flying out whenever the ship explodes, like, to make it incredibly dark and gruesome. Let's go ahead and put that into hacking for now. We're gonna really want to work on guns, though. Once we get this hull laser built, we are going to be a incredible menace to any enemy ship that comes at us. So that's obviously going to be our next focus. I think we can probably make 2 jumps before needing to go through the exit. Maybe a little bit wrong about that. Nothing special with that encounter. Let's go ahead and start working on hacking these guys. Oh shoot, we have a rock guy invading. Let's take this bro out. Nice to know that also the enemy characters also have like alternate skins as well. That's really cool. I really, it's such a small and subtle detail, but I really like these like new skins for all the characters. It's a very nice. I can't open those doors. Let's open it like that way. Have it open in a semi-awkward, weird way. That's probably the other negative about this ship. Excluding these guys, this new species, which I cannot remember what their name is, who can obviously just get rid of all the oxygen in the room, there aren't really... This ship isn't really incredibly door accessible, which is a little bit frustrating, but... You know, with those types of enemies on my squad, there really is like... That's really kind of a lame complaint, I feel. Oh shoot, that guy's gonna get pretty close to getting inside. Let's actually not fire that ion stunner quite at this moment. We could go ahead and do it right now. Take down their shields, mwahaha! Yes, they shall all perish. I freaking love that this thing... Oh, since we took down their shields, he's gonna work his way back into the shield room instead. This poor man. This is so depressing. I think actually though, I think the best ability of this hacking device is actually its ability to oh they're offering us a combat drone. This is so nice. This is such a nice update that they actually show you what people offer. Because that really changes how the gameplay mechanics work in regards to whether or not you want to destroy the ship or take whatever things they may offer you. Because this is a damn good trade. We even get a lot back from it. We get the drone we used, 26 scrap is a lot, and 3 extra fuel is really good. So we're obviously going to go ahead and do that. Then let's see! We can go ahead and do the weapons straight up or go for power. I've said power is so important, but since these are going to be costing a lot, I think I would rather get that right now. We need 2 more and then 3 power before we can do that. If we... Oh, I could go in here to check what they are. The Lanius. Okay, that's what that species is. Look at our rock man, Mr. Banks. He's so cute. Oh, Tom Banks? I can't change his name. Like, I was about to change his name, but that's perfect. Tom Banks? Oh, man. That's really, really funny. We might want to sell this combat drone before too long, though. Combat drones are very, very good. So I don't know, actually. I was going to say the reason why I would want to sell them, then. but I kind of just changed my mind. We're pretty damaged, so I'm not sure if it would be a good idea to explore the asteroid field. But we're at risk versus reward, guy. Okay, that was a big ol' reward. I mean, big ol' negative, especially since we didn't really... Since a fire got started in here as well. That was my bad, shouldn't have done that. Now these guys are gonna take a lot of damage from those fires. We really actually need to get a med bay. Although, our people are fully healed. Do units gain health over time now? Like, do they heal over time? That confuses me a little. Because we definitely took damage in the last video. I don't know what's up with that. Okay, let's go ahead and actually check all of our people's abilities. Guns is got like the first stage of ability done, so he fires 15% faster. That's really good. Buns has been learning this pretty slowly though. That's a little unfortunate. The captain has been learning slowly as well, but he's farther than Buns, so that makes me happy. If you don't know, the engines and I believe the piloting skills are increased whenever you evade a shot that comes at you, like when your ship dodges a missile or a laser or anything like that. That slightly increases their levels, if I am correct about that. That's why I do think it is very important to get your engines up as early as possible, not just so you have that extra dodging capability, but also so that, let's go ahead and go to the next sector. We've got an NG and a Zoltan. I always prefer to go to NG. But that's why you have arrived in NG space. The fall of the Federation has brought tough times for those robotic life forms, but they're usually willing to help. And that's why I like the NG more. They're nicer! Just a nicer race, all in all. But that's why I think it is very important to get get points in engines right away, so people can level up faster along with that extra dodging capability. The complex arrangements of ship hulls and FTL drive capacitors floating abandoned in space suggests the NG were here not too long ago, but no longer. That's really dark. That's actually pretty sad. Let's go ahead and examine the store. We don't have too much scrap to spend, so this might actually be a bad time. Oh, the anti-bio beam is so good though, and so is the fire beam. Crap. Emergency respirators? Oh, that's what I already have. Oh shoot, there's 2 pages for the shop now? That's nice. That's nice. So I always appreciate more stuff to sell. Okay, so if we get rid of both of these, then we can indeed buy the fire beam, and fire is so good in this game. I think we might need to do that. It especially helps that we have the ion beam, a weapon that'll fire really fast in a long fight, and of course a laser that fires 3 shots? Yeah, so we should be able to penetrate through shields rather nicely in the late game, which will make that our use of fire weapons very, very helpful to us. So let's go ahead and sell our combat drone. A little sad to see it go. Not as sad about the emergency respirators, but happy about all of that. And we probably should repair a lot. So let's repair our ship as much as we can. If we didn't hit that asteroid field earlier, I might not have done that. Might not have gone through all those repairs, but that's okay. What you got next for us? You arrive at a populated sector. One merchant seems to be mass broadcasting a request for a mercenary ship to aid him. Shall we respond? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Ah, great! I was worried no one would respond. My usual carrier is days late. I need you to deliver this cargo drone of drone parts to a small station a few jumps from here. We can't afford to pay another carrier, but they will surely tip your generosity.
Hell yeah, we have got to do that. He also gave us 5 drones. I believe that's actually the drone supply though, so we could choose to just keep those drones if we want. But I would really like a scrap reward at this point, and maybe even some extra fuel if they have it. So we're probably going to go ahead and work our way towards the quest destination.
Great! I uploaded the location to your star map. I'm running out of options, so I have no choice but to trust you do what you have agreed to do.
Yeah, and we probably will, like I said. Let's go ahead and go to this one first, just so, actually it probably didn't matter which one of those top ones we went to. Ah, the Zoltan Research Facility! This is actually a very crucial thing if you're working towards getting, the crystal ship. Basically, these guys are doing some kind of stasis sleep, research, and we could decide to participate, but they might be evil. If they're not, they'll give us scrap, so let's go ahead and try it. Ah, they're not evil. Your crew calmly lines up in the Zoltans, blah, 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 blah. That doesn't matter at all. For anyone who's not familiar on how to get the crystal ship, it's actually a pretty interesting line of achievements that you have to go through, because a lot of them are randomized. Basically, in one mission, there's the stasis pod that you could find. How much do we need? We need 25 and another 50. God, it's gonna take us so much to get all this stuff going, but once we do, it'll be glorious. Oh, and there's a distress beacon down there! Oh! Okay. Next time they'll probably be about there. Next time about there. And then probably about there. I don't think we could do the quest beacon and get to the... distress beacon and get to the quest. So we're gonna skip it. Maybe we could have, but... I don't know. We did just get a free ion bomb and 18 scrap. A small merchant ship messages you... Oh, wait. Underground Federation comm channel are all talking about your secret mission. Let us install a weapon to help. They did give us it for free. That's awesome. That is really, really good. So these things require missiles, which sucks a little bit because they are very good and we don't have very many. But for the time being, might as well equip one. I think I would prefer to have the whole laser rather than the fire beam. So let's go ahead and put the I-bomb or ion bomb as that one. So once we get our next energy bit, which actually we could do right now, we'll go ahead and have 3 weapons up and running for us. So that's pretty damn cool. And that actually makes me much, much happier that I went up rather than down, because in all honesty, chances are that reward was probably much better than whatever we would have gotten from that quest. You arrive at the location given to you by the merchant. You are supposed to deliver drone parts to a station here. You find a small research station and discover that it's putting out a distress signal. Strangely, there's no response to your hails. Oh, that's pretty scary. Let's go ahead and dock and investigate. If we lose one guy, it'll be a big ol' shame, but not the worst thing in the world. Ah, yes, okay. Inside, there are signs of a great struggle. Scientists lie dead where they fell, brutally dismembered. You grab a few research parts lying on the desk near the door and leave quickly. Free scrap, and we get those extra drone parts the guy gave us. That is really, really good. I think we'll save up for the next weapons upgrade for now, though, so we're not going to go ahead and spend any of that at the time being. Maybe we could have made it to both, but you know. Made a decision, and I'm happy with it. Yeah, we couldn't have gone to both and go up, so I'm happy with that. Another docking thing. Oh, dock and refuel, though. A small platform orbits near this beacon. It looks like a fueling station of some sort. And it is cheerily broadcasting reasonable prices in a spectrum of frequencies and languages. We probably need some more fuel. Let's see if we can... Oh, we can steal it? Oh, man. Okay. The automated platform seems to be damaged. You can likely steal as much fuel as remains. Steal it, and war does not justify abandoning one's values. You leave it alone. We have got to try to steal this. If you take the fuel, at least it won't come into the hands of the rebels. You breach the containment and access what remains of the fuel reserves. Hopefully we... Spoilers alert right here for The Walking Dead Season 1. Hopefully we didn't just do like a Season 1 of The Walking Dead occurrence where we potentially ruined someone's life by that. Let's actually go down to the store. And in all honesty, we're probably going to go right away. Ooh, we could get that med bay. I'll have to think. We're actually gonna go ahead and sell that ion weapon now, though. Just get that extra scrap, and let's go ahead and get that fire beam. What's on page 2 here? Oh, more weapons! Okay, I wonder if that's the ion beam that we actually sold him. That would be interesting. Nothing else we want to sell. We could go ahead and buy a med bay, but... Or people do apparently actually seem to heal over time, or at least this race does. Let me check one more time about the crew. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about them healing, so I guess units just heal over time. Is that new with this update? I'll have to look into that, because I don't remember people ever healing over time in the previous version. But let's go ahead and see what we want to do. The music is really jamming at this place, by the way. I like that a lot. So we're gonna say no to the rest of that. I think we would much rather start, continue upgrading our weapons. Only one more of those. And then, of course, some extra energy, and we'll be able to get that whole laser up and running. So that's going to obviously be a big old priority for us. Let's go to that zone first. Maybe I should have bought some fuel, but that's okay. We just got an anti-combat drone. That's completely new to me as well. You find an abandoned mining station on a nearby moon. A quick scan shows no life forms. However, you discover a usable drone schematic. Awesome sauce! That's 75, which is a hell of a lot, so we're gonna go ahead and save up for that. Could go to that distress beacon, but once again, I don't think there's enough time. It looks like it's barely not going to be enough. So let's go ahead and work our way towards the exit. That'll be perfectly fine for us. A rebellion fighter, blah blah blah, that all doesn't matter too much, I'm sure. Okay, they might have enough stuff to actually break through our actually, let's go ahead and aim for their shields instead. If they're capable of breaking through our what am I saying? Our shield with their weapons, that'll be unfortunate. Oh, but they weren't able to do it. Hell yeah! Your shields are going down, buddies. Okay, that's one down. I don't know how long the rest of the hack lasts. Oh, it's right there. Okay, so let's fire now. I think now would be probably a good time. We'll fire everything we've got on their weapons. That takes them down a bit. Might have been a better idea to go ahead and aim on the shields just to make sure that we're continually capable of taking down all of their efforts of firing against us. But you know what, I'm perfectly fine with how we handled that. And seeing how damaged they are now might actually, oh shoot, that's actually unfortunate. Yeah, see, now's when it's gonna be a little bit hard. If any of our shots miss, if any of our shots frickin' miss, it's gonna be so hard for us to actually take down this enemy ship like that. This sucks. We could use another drone, but I really don't want to. I hate it when you get into this kind of situation, this kind of standstill with enemy ships. Luckily, I'm pretty damn sure they're not actually going to be able— come on! Luckily, I'm pretty damn sure they're not going to be able to hit me at all. It gets close every now and then, but oh my god, we suck so much. In all honesty, before too long, I might— shoot, god damn it. Okay, I think, yeah, come our next shot, we're gonna use a frickin'— oh, shoot! I didn't know that's how it worked. Take him down! Shoot like mad! Oh my god! We are handling this so poorly. I didn't know though that you only need to use one drone to be able to hack them as much as possible. That actually changes things a huge deal. Like that is really, really good for us. I imagine this thing has to be killed by defensive drones then, because otherwise that would just be way too powerful of a unit in this game. Let's go ahead and hack that room again. Yeah, it didn't take any extra stuff. So let's go all out on shields then. I think that's actually the much wiser choice at this point, seeing as our hacking unit is just able to go all out on them. Go, Mr. Ion Blast! And then we'll hit them in shields a little bit more. You fools shall never escape! I am going to destroy them. Let's go ahead and do an Ion shot up here and take out their, oh, now they're trying to offer me something. I actually might want to accept this just because it gives us that drone back and gives us 2 fuel, and that fuel is probably actually very important to us right now. Could have wished for a bit more scrap, but I think that's actually an okay value. So let's take what we can get and go ahead and work our way towards the end of the sector. Arrived at a long-range beacon, yada yada yada. Ooh, pirate ship offering us a bribe. Let's go ahead and take it. Might as well avoid a fight and get some free stuff, I suppose. Almost to that 75. We're so freaking close. We are 100% going to go to the civilian sector because I freaking hate nebulas. Oh wait, no, we can't. We have to go to the Zoltan sector. I thought we were much farther than we were for a second there. So things are probably going to get a little bit scary at this point, seeing as we are on Sector 4. If I remember correctly, that's when the enemies start kind of beefing up and all that jazz. But yeah, I never finished how to get the frickin' crystal ship. For anyone who doesn't know, to get the crystal ship, first you have to have a random encounter with this, like, ship that I think is kind of encrusted in a rock or something. You have to find some abandoned ship, explore the ship, then you find a stasis pod, and you could choose to either grab the stasis pod, or it's either scrap or, like, a drone schematic. You take the stasis pod, then you have to get the random encounter with those scientists we found before who actually researched stasis pods. They'll find, if you do the research with them, they'll be like, oh, you've got a cool stasis pod there, my good sir. Why don't you, let us, examine it for a little bit? Yes. And, then once they're done with all of that, you, I believe that's when you actually get a live Crystal Man who wakes up. So then he gives you a quest to go to a certain location, which warps you to the crystal sector, where I believe you automatically get the crystal ship. So it's a kind of a long series of random events and encounters that can happen, but I did it! So all of you can sure as hell do it, I'm sure. Especially with this badass new ship to help you along the way. But anyways, I think that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like, a comment, and or subscribing if you have not. I am the EggScrambledGamer, and I will see you all next time.